many of the individuals that I work with don't trust themselves. They don't trust their own ability to cope with certain situations that they have the capacity to cope with. And building people's confidence and trusting in themselves is a big part of what we do, what I do. And I see here that you've recognized that and you're empowering these individuals through this exercise, which is beautiful.
So for example, because let's be serious. So of course, I do understand your point when some people don't have the emotional, maybe baggage or assessment to be able to react the way I said it in my exercise. But I will use another example. I would say, let's say that you're at work and someone does something quite similar. What will be your reaction? So we can always navigate because
People are very clear with that.
I always see my client, they know they can do it. They still can draw a line. They can realize someone is toxic in their behavior. I'm not saying that everyone is narcissist or everyone is toxic, but sometimes even a good person can have a toxic behavior, especially in the hot and cold. So I love what you mentioned because yes, one exercise or one advice cannot fit everyone. It's not possible. But I found that when we start to do like a little step back and we ask ourselves, what would be my reaction to see if what they do is good or if what they do is acceptable?
Yeah. The beauty and challenge of what we do is that you're speaking to the rational side of the brain, right? Of this individual rationally will agree with you. But in that moment, they understand and they agree, yet the emotional side of the brain can very quickly take over and kind of push all that rationality and that logic aside because they're overwhelmed in one moment. So many of the individuals that I work with know what the right thing to do is. They're simply not able to apply it in real time to their situation because the emotions are just overwhelming. So how do you help individuals cope with that? How do you help individuals not let their emotions get the best of them when they know, based on their judgment, based on their ability to then look at another situation and see this is the right step, this is the wrong step. But yet when it comes down to applying it in their own life, in their own situation, in their own breakup recovery process, they make the mistake that they know that they should not be making. So what exercises or how can we help these individuals in real time take the right step instead of the wrong step?
So you won't like my exercise for sure, but that's okay. So I just realized that it's based on fears. It's always the fear of losing the person, the fear of making a mistake, the fear of not responding soon enough. So I always want them to associate a gesture before to do anything, So jokingly, that is not really a joke. I will tell them, you know what, before you do anything, slap yourself. Slap yourself because you want your brain to be focusing on the situation and you want to use everything that you heard from the videos, from the coaching, from the programs, because that's when you know that you will make the right actions. Slapping yourself cannot be funny, but maybe sometimes you can just pinch yourself or you can just, use your tongue in the mouth and you just turn it before you make any decision. And I found that having a physical gesture helped them breathe better, help them be more empowered before to make any decision. That's step number one. Step number two, it is the mindset that Coach Adrian is so happy about. But the idea of the mindset from maybe a little bit of the law of attraction, the idea that everything will be okay, I have changed, I trust myself. The energy, we cannot cheat the energy. We cannot fake it. It's not possible, especially in those moments. So training your mindset to know that you will have opportunity, that you know that you can get your ex back, and you know that you won't make a mistake because you have changed. I have seen that my clients are able to reprocess before to make the mistake. Once the mistake is done, it's over. We will start from zero. But before that, it's all about the breathing, the physical gesture, and the idea that everything will be okay. We have this clarity and this positive energy.